we're going to switch it up a little. I hope you can hear me now. Sorry about that. But we're going to talk a little bit about magic. Magic. I bet you don't know it, but Crazy Aaron is a bit of a fan of magic. I am not a professional magician by any means. Absolutely not. I've tried. I'm not that great at it. But I do love the science of magic, the study of magic. You might not think that a magician, in the modern sense, someone who goes on stage and does tricks, or even a con artist, someone who tries to trick people to steal their money using some kind of trick or distraction or diversion. They're actually scientists. They are reverse engineering our brains to do things right in front of our eyes that we can't even notice. Even if we're sort of ready for it, a lot of the times you just can't see it. In fact, it's no different than an optical illusion. You guys have looked at lots of different optical illusions before. Well, a magician is sort of an optical illusionist in real time. There's even things like auditory illusions, where what you hear isn't actually the sound that was made. And your brain can be tricked in all kinds of funny ways. A master magician combines all of the senses together to create a complete and wonderful illusion. I'm going to teach you a magic trick today, so let's give it a go. If you have an opportunity, I'll take a minute. Go grab yourself a piece of paper, maybe some tape, and scissors. I have a glue stick here. That will work too. So go get that, and I will tell you, we are going to do a trick called the Mobius strip. All you need, a piece of paper, a pair of scissors. I have a glue stick. You can use a piece of tape. This is actually a special pair of scissors. I went looking for a normal pair. I couldn't find them. This is Crazy Aaron's first pair of scissors when he got to first grade, and his mom had to buy him a special pair. Why? Because he's a lefty. Left-handed Crazy Aaron couldn't use all those first grade scissors because back in the day they were right-handed scissors and they never worked for me. So I dug these up here in the garage, land of many mysteries. Are you ready to get started? Okay, we will. So what I want you to do, I'm going to put down the glue stick, is just cut a strip. And it can be construction paper like I'm using, or any other kind of paper. It does not really matter. And you just cut a strip just like that. Okay, now we can put the scissors down. I'm going to use the glue stick to glue the end. Now, I'm not just going to make a loop like this, right? I'm going to make a Mobius strip, which means I'm going to rotate it a little bit so it sort of curls back on itself. So I'm going to glue it just like that. I'm going to put a little glue right here and stick and just give it a second to dry. Now think about it. Oh, I didn't do that right. There it goes. Now I did it right. I got distracted putting down the scissors. But there you go. So think about it. If you were walking on this strip, you're walking on the outside, and then all of a sudden, you just keep walking. You're walking on the inside, and now you come back around and you're walking on the outside. If you think this is just arts and crafts, let me tell you, this is math. A kind of math called topology, the study of shapes and forms. And this is the kind of math people have spent their whole lives investigating, and I'll show you why. I'll show you why. We're going to take the scissors back now, and I want you to use those scissors to punch yourself a little baby hole right in the middle of the strip. You can see what I did there? And we're going to just cut the strip in half. I want you to cut the strip in half, slowly and meticulously. Cut the strip in half. And you're going to say, Aaron, I am going to end up with two strips in a moment. They're just going to flop apart. One's going to drop to the floor. And I'm going to tell you, yes, that's definitely what's going to happen. So I'm just cutting and cutting and cutting. And here we go. Are you ready? Looks like my glue came apart a little bit. Oh, look what happened. Oops, my glue came apart. Let's stick it back together. Look at that. A bigger Mobius strip. How did that happen? Huh? You thought it was going to fall apart, but it didn't. Why don't you try and practice that? I bet you could even fool some grown-ups who don't even understand how it works. And if you really want to know, go check out YouTube and type cut Mobius strip in half, M-O-B-I-U-S or M-O-E-B-I-U-S, different spellings. And I think you will learn that math can actually be fun. You know, one of the things they don't tell you when you're in elementary school and middle school, the math you're learning is the foundation. And sometimes it can be kind of boring and frustrating to learn those foundations. Maybe it doesn't get exciting. But once you have the foundation, then you can start exploring the world of mathematics in ways that are actually interesting, exciting, and relevant to the world you're going to grow up into. So definitely stick with that math. It will get better. I know you hear that about a lot of things. Well, I want to do a thinking putty trick, or at least prime you to do one here with my Wizard's Wand thinking putty. Wizard's Wand is one of my favorite magic putties. Arthur C. Clarke, a famous science fiction writer, he wrote 2001. Maybe you've heard of that movie. You probably haven't seen it. He wrote that any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. So what does that mean? Well, it means that if you know science and math, and you know a process, a way of manipulating the world to make it do what you want, then you can do things that seem magical. So, for example, you're probably not going to be able to take your Wizard's Wand putty and make a magic wand out of it and make it glow in the dark and fool your friends into thinking you are a total magician. You might be able to have some fun with yourself, imagining that you're making it glow and you're a magician. Like, I love that kind of stuff. But they probably are familiar with glow-in-the-dark things. But what if you went way back in time, like in this time machine here, and you showed someone a piece of putty that glowed in the dark? They would have no idea how that works, and they would think you are a magician. But for you, you know how it works. You shine the light on it and it glows. And of course, for me, Crazy Aaron, who designed the glow in the dark, knows about the crystal structure, similar to those gemstones, organized rows of atoms, and how they absorb light and re-emit it later. Science can seem like magic, but the universe is built in a way that is knowable. We can learn how things work if we have a very specific process of testing things and, like a magician, making sure that what we think we know is really the truth, and trying to trick ourselves, trying to find where we went wrong again and again and again until we are surer and surer that it's the truth. So with Wizard's Wand, you can make yourself a Wizard's Wand. I like to give mine a little twist and a little special part on the end. And what I'll usually use is to hold my phone light right against the tip here. And then when I turn out the light, it glows. And I can wave it around. And that persistence of vision in my eyes means I see streaks, right? I don't just see a spot moving. I see streaks everywhere. It's super fun. You can draw down the Wizard's Wand, you can twist it up, and you can feel like a magician in King Arthur's court, making magical things glow in the dark. Think about that power. We understand it now, but to make light, the only way to make light was to make fire, and fire sure was a mystery. So the ability to make something glow in the dark, that would be a wizardly power indeed. I'm going to put this away here, and I've got a letter to read. Got my mail pile here. Let's see, we'll just pull one right off the top. Alyssa. All right, Alyssa, you are in Massachusetts. Thank you so much for writing. Oh, I'm going to like this one. I can already see peeking through the paper. Dear Crazy Aaron, during this time of sadness and isolation, I wanted to take the time to spread some joy to my favorite putty company. My friend Haley introduced me to your putty about a month ago, and ever since I now own 5 tins of putty. My personal favorite is the Sensory because I enjoy how it doesn't leave a bad smell on my hands like most of the boring putties. I'll tell you, you know what, Alyssa? Making the putty not smell at all, so that it doesn't have kind of a nasty chemical smell, that was a lot of work. And we put that energy in because I agree with you, it's gross. Nobody likes that. And I don't know why all the other putty companies don't, but I guess I'm kind of glad they don't, because Crazy Aaron's makes the best putty. And if you're going to add scents, it sure helps if you don't have a nasty, gross smell you have to cover up. You can use the purest ingredients and make a fabulous, wonderful scent. It inspires me how much time you put into originating your putties. I hope one day to own all of them. I have ADHD, and the sensory putties really help me to concentrate in school and when I am at home. You know what, Alyssa, I was never diagnosed with ADHD, but some of my friends have told me that I kind of, what was that? Right, get distracted easily. And the thinking putty helps me too. I am so glad that it helps you. Anyway, I wanted to say thank you for helping me with my ADHD. Thank you for helping me study, finding the right putty for me. You are so appreciated. Stay safe with coronavirus. Alyssa, thank you so much. I will be writing you back. If you would like to send in a letter to me, Crazy Aaron, and receive a personal reply with my own John Hancock on there, writing back to you, and maybe even include a special prize, write to Crazy Aaron, 700 East Main Street, Norristown, PA, 19401. Just send that letter down like all these others, and I will be sure to write you back. So I've got one more magic trick up my sleeve here. We're going to try and start this time machine. This guy hasn't started probably in 6 or 7 months, so I don't really know what's going to happen. I'm taking a chance here with you guys. Let's see if we can go back in time, all right? You ready? All right. Whoa! Almost. Started right up. There we go. Good times, everybody. So long. Don't forget to check out our website, puttyworld.com. If you like what you see, well, share it to your friends on Instagram and Facebook. I'll see you next time.